This is my Sun Free/60. It currently has 12 meg of RAM installed. I also have an external SCSI enclosure that has a tape drive and a SCSI hard drive. At the moment I'm having problems getting it to boot from the external drive, so I'm actually using a SCSIKnife, which is based on the Zulu SCSI emulation using an SD card. So I'm just going to see if I can actually enter in the current drive. I've removed the tape drive and the hard drive from the SCSI chain, and I just have the SCSIKnife connected and a terminator plugged in. I'm not using the termination on the SCSIKnife board. Okay, so hopefully I can get it to boot from the SCSI device. I'm just going to reset this device. Boot 0, 0. I have a image on the SD card and I'm just struggling to get this to boot. I'm just going to power it off again. Okay, there, bring that up. Okay, it's ready. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I will later possibly change the auto boot configuration. I also have an adapter, so I can use my Ethernet, and I may connect it to the internet at some point and try getting a Mosaic or an early version of Netscape up and running on it. Okay, let's try this again. Good. Okay, my image that I have on the SD card should be the first drive. Okay, it's actually found the drive. Okay, and here it is here. It's booting up. Okay, and this is a Sun Free/60. I'm just using a really crappy webcam for this. It's not ideal, but you can actually see that the system is booting up. Okay, it has OpenWindows installed, so we will try loading OpenWindows, and you can see I actually have the free button mouse with the correct reflective mouse pad, which is fantastic. I also have another Sun Free with an RGB card in it. At the moment I'm running it on a monochrome Sun monitor. It's a CRT, and I'm trying to get my hands on a Sony 21-inch CRT that supports RGB. Okay, looks like I didn't shut down the system properly last time, so we'll let it go through and do a repair, and then we shall see if it will boot up. Okay, it's a very nice system. I also have some additional memory, so I might add another 8 megabytes of RAM to bring it up to 20 megabytes. And I want to get Fortran 77 running on this and the PG plot libraries, and then it will be very similar to the system I was using in the early 90s. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I hope I haven't corrupted my image. This is one of the joys of working with vintage equipment. Now I really would like I've got 3 of these drives, and I really would like to get it to boot off a mechanical drive at some point. It's going to require a little bit more work. Yeah, but while I'm testing the hardware using the SCSIKnife emulation of a SCSI drive with an SD card, that's an easy, quick fix. Okay, we don't have it connected to our network, but at some point we will use one of these adapters and connect it and see if we can get the network to come up. Okay, the clock is not quite right. We'll set that later. Okay, and it seems that it will actually boot this time. Fantastic. Okay, it's starting up all the services. Yeah, I know some of the network services at the moment. I'm not going to load properly without the Ethernet cable connected. At the moment I don't really want to connect it to my network. Then what I'm going to do is set up an FTP server when I do connect it, so I can then load some additional software, and yeah, we'll treat it like it was the early days of the internet. I might even have a look at Gopher at some point. This was a pre-built image that I found, which is fantastic. Yeah, I haven't created any user accounts, so I'm just using root at the moment. Not the greatest idea, but while I'm testing, it's fine. Okay, what we're going to do is have a look at our drives. And you can see it's SUNOS release 4.1.1.1_U1. So it's been patched. Okay, you can see the way the drive's been partitioned. It seems to work okay. What we'll do is, oopsie, go back. Nice. Hey, fantastic. Okay, this one pop. Look at what processes are running. Nice. Escape out of that. Quit. Okay. Great. Okay. Yeah, the monitor has a minor problem. It's actually arcing at the moment, but that's something we're going to look at later. I think it's just needs a good clean. Hopefully the flyback is okay, but the image seems to be stable, so I think we're fine. Okay, yeah, let's go into open. Oh, okay. It's been a while. Ah, there it is. Yeah, we'll set up some paths later. Okay. Okay, this should get us into OpenWindows. Okay. Ah, yes, it's loading. Yeah, it's quite a nice machine. It needs a good clean, but the keyboard, all the keys are functional. There's a bit of yellowing on the mouse. Oh, here we go. Let's see what we have here. It's loading OpenWindows, and it has OpenWindows version 2 installed. So it has the Windows X Server software up and running with the glorious sun imitation of OpenWindows. Okay, yes, we still have some issues. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, look at that. We have a file manager. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Yes, we have a file manager. Wonderful. Okay. Programs. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I'm struggling with the mouse. Okay, on some shells. Nice. Yay, let's minimize that. I don't think I need that open. Let's close that. Okay, we're in the demo folder. What have we got in here? And let's resize the window. Nice. Xscope, Muncher, Solitaire, Maze, logo. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay. Let's put that over there. Okay. Did I see Lunar Lander? Oh, look at this. It is sending too quickly, and maybe I need to look at the help to find out what the keys are, but fantastic, it actually loads. That is marvelous. Okay. So we still have some work to do, but the system actually does run. We can actually load a graphical user interface using OpenWindows. Oh, and the machine is just glorious. I would like to get a color monitor with the RGB, and that's something we're going to work on. Okay, desktop, and let's see, shut down now. Ah, look at that. Absolutely bloody marvelous. Okay, wasn't all that informative, but it's, well, it makes me happy that I actually have this Sun system up and running. And yeah, there's double trouble. There's actually a second Sun sitting underneath it that has the RGB card in it. This is the drive enclosure, or one of them. You can see the tape drive. I do have some tapes, and I don't know about the heads, but the belt is okay. I'm not sure about the hard drive. So at the moment I'm just using the SCSIKnife, and I'm actually quite happy with that. Okay, well, I hope some of you found this interesting, and we'll catch you next time. Okay, bye.